Kasey is from a very small town in the state of Washington. You would be very familiar with Enumclaw if you went skiing near Mount Rainier up in the Seattle area. And a lot of the people there made their career in logging industries and things like that. And it's actually a really picturesque hometown. Kasey's first experience racing was on a dirt track that his father built into their home property, and he would take these old cars around, and he and his cousins and his brother would go around out back, and that was the very beginning of his racing and how he would get some training in.
He started racing four-wheelers around his yard when he was a kid, right? So he's racing the four-wheelers, and I was like, well, how'd you get so good? He said, oh, you had to be good because we only had one pair of goggles, and whoever would win the races would get the goggles.
If you looked from town out our direction, you could see this dust cloud that just went straight up in the air. It was because of our little racetrack, and we would just run and run and run out of gas, fill them back up, go again.
I have a picture at home of my dad in college with a sprint car. He's always liked racing and been a big fan of racing, so he got involved at Skagit as a sponsor was how he started, and then he became a car owner. We would all sit together in turn one, and Kasey was always the one. Us kids would be playing a lot, and Kasey would almost always stop to watch the races that my dad's car was in.
I wanted to race since I was about 8, that I really wanted to go and have a quarter midget or a go-kart, something like that, and race. And from mini sprints, I went to a 360 sprint car, then the 410, and that was all within about 4 years, 3 to 4 years. We just did a ton of racing.
The Kahne family, it was really something where Kasey was the driver, but everyone else seemed to have a very specific job that they did. And I can remember Kasey always saying, you know, I don't know if I would be as good at my job if I didn't have the support that I do from my family. And it really worked out well. There was a Kahne for this and a Kahne for that, and Kasey came away with a checkered flag and the trophy.
I graduated high school early, went to college classes at night, so that helped me get started sooner for that full racing season. I moved to Indiana, and we raced about 100 times that year. In 1999, just all over the United States, and that was the first year that I was on the road. My sister was with us, and it was really a good time and a great learning experience.
And I will never forget, he had so many fans up in the Seattle area, and they would call me up and say, please, somebody needs to write about this. He's doing great major things, and this is just the beginning. He's going to be an absolute superstar. And they were absolutely right.